round 3 of the South African simGT Championship. This is Division 2. I'm joined by Mark Henebury. Thanks for joining me, Mark. Welcome.
Great to be here, Ben. Looks like we should have a stunning race.
Yeah, it's going to be epic. I think the field is very closely matched from what we've seen in practice. So yeah, it should be one to watch.
Another interesting point though, something I've noticed when I was looking at the drivers' names, racing in what division, so 3/4 of the drivers don't really have teammates in their division tonight, which is quite interesting. A lonely race for them, and yeah, I hope they can still have the motivation to push very hard.
I'm sure they will. I mean, you know how exciting it can be.
and what creme de la creme, as the race they say. So yeah, not the drivers, but I mean the the league as such. GT3 being that.
Yeah, we're watching Wesley Dalport, who was first out of the box, so he's just about to start his, or he's actually started his quali-lap. He's going to be the first one to cross the line with good time, hopefully, if he doesn't run off, that is. If we could ask people watching, could you just let us know how the sound levels are, whether they're fine or not?
Yes, I always worry my mic's too loud.
There's a strong showing from Redline Racing this evening. I see there's Racing, there's Crystal, and a few others as well. So at least they won't be lonely, as you say, Mark.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. And they're going to have competition as well from Volante. Do we have Oscar Copa on the server tonight? Is he with us?
I haven't seen him.
No, yeah, there's going to be no Volante racing then, because Rudy we know is not racing. He's in Volante racing, and then for Volante Racing Academy is Oscar Copa. That's a bit unfortunate.
Unlucky, yeah.
A bit of Volante versus Redline, a little bit of Black Widow in there.
A little bit of everything. And Wesley Dalport crosses the line with a 2:04.7. That's a fantastic time to start off with.
Yeah, already in the 04s.
And then he's followed by Swanepoel behind him. Oh, Dugan just takes over from Swanepoel. Wesley's almost about to improve, I think, maybe on this lap. He's pretty much on par. Let's take a look at someone else. Swanepoel behind. He's 4/10 up on his at the moment.
Wow, that's already a massive improvement. If you can continue that progression, who knows, could be up to 6/10, 8/10.
No, it's already up to 5/10 now, so you're right, Marcus. He's losing a bit under braking, but you should gain it on the exit.
Much better exit than what he did before.
Nice turn. Yeah.
Nice. Well,
look at that.
And this next turn. Even if you're slightly offline here, you can lose about half a tenth there.
This should see him well into the 205s. Potentially, if he keeps on improving like this, he may be knocking on the doors of the 204s. But wide there, but can you bring it back? Yeah, he's got it back in.
Sounded like he was on the limiter there.
It did, yeah, I also thought that. Thought it was my sound. He's a second up though. Fantastic improvement from lap 1.
He's on the limiter as well, that's brilliant.
I had a bit of a poor exit there, so he's bleeding time. Delport improved to a 204.6 now. And Swanepoel goes third with the 205.5. Nice lap. Wow, what a... Yeah, he is on the limiter there. I think he needs to increase his gearing a bit.
Where did that put him, that lap? Oh, there we go.
He's in
Yeah, put him
fifth now, yeah.
Hotma
goes second.
The one and only Nibble racing car goes second. That's brilliant.
Nice.
That's a great livery. I actually really like that whole theme.
Yep. So Matthew Boy is up in third place with a 204.9. Trista Bottas in fourth with a 205.2, but I think there's a bit more in Bottas there. He's done a better time in practice. So let's see what he can do.
Already up by 10th.
Yeah, we'll stick with him and see how he completes his lap. Lost a bit of time here, so I think the tires are probably crying enough. We have Daryl Duplessis in a stunning looking grey Huracan, number 20. What team did you say this was, Mark?
Daryl Duplessis is teammates with Gerrit-Jan Amaral in Toto Racing.
Toto Racing, okay. Very nice looking livery.
A simple, I think it's also the palette of that grey looks good.
Yeah. Do you see anyone improving that we can take a look at, or should we just stick with?
Well, we got Duggan's going to improve by about half a tenth. I don't think that's going to be much because he has to improve by about half a second to make any difference.
He did improve his lap, but still a bit far behind Bottas there with the 204.9 ahead of him. But yeah, he's got Swanepoel right behind him, so he needs to.
Duplessis is up by about 7 tenths here.
Wow, look at that.
He lost a bit of time, but he's going to need at least 8 tenths to make about 8 tenths to make a difference.
So he has improved his time, but he's stayed in 11th position.
I think there are a few drivers that haven't put a time in as well.
We're supposed to have around 20 drivers, but I only see 12 lap times thus far. Hopefully the other guys join quickly. They've got 5 minutes of quali left, otherwise they're going to be starting at a random order.
I think there's 16 drivers on the server though.
Is there 16?
There we go.
Yeah.
There's Zander Kleinan.
Yeah.
He put a 206.7, currently in 11th position.
Potma is in the out lap. Let's take a look at Matthew. He's about to start his lap, rounding the last corner now. Let's stick with Matthew, see how he does for a few corners, and then we can switch afterwards.
He's already had a slightly better exit.
Slightly up on his data. Very late on the
wow,
brakes.
look at that gained in that first corner, but then lost it out at the drive, went a bit too hot.
I think he went in a bit too hot because that was very late on the brakes there.
Yeah, a little bit overcooked.
But he should, yeah, he had a good exit in turn 2 though.
That's a brilliant exit there.
Yeah. Look at that, Robin Williams has gone to first with the 204.3 out of nowhere. Where's
almost the same time I did on Monday.
Wow.
So he's once again, just like the previous race at Branchats, Robert Williams is definitely showing he has some skill.
What happened to Wesley? Wasn't Wesley up in there as well? Wesley Delport, I'm sure.
Wesley Delport could be, yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think there's 16 odd drivers on the
No, but
server.
Wesley did a lap. Didn't he do the 204.5?
Yes. I hope there's nothing wrong. There's Daryl to proceed.
206.5, another improvement. Well done to him. He's right on the back of Van Mansberg now.
If Robert Williams continues the way he's going, he's up already by 10th.
Let's have a look at him.
But then lost
Matthew
the time
Boy's
out of the
gonna.
drive.
He's lost his time now. Matthew Boy was actually up in that lap to stick with him. 2 tenths up.
Wow,
He's gonna
there we
need a little bit more to catch and surpass
He
Williams.
get to
there.
second position though. This will definitely
Oh,
give him
nice
second
exit,
if he holds it together.
Just to keep it clean here. Nicely done, but he's lost quite a bit of time. I think he was a bit cautious. Probably the tires
Should
crying
get
out.
there. Wesley's back.
Wesley's back, yeah.
We've got 15 drivers now that have set a lap. So this should give him third position.
place,
There we go.
yeah.
204.779.
So Wesley has to come and respond to Williams. He's got 2 minutes. He's just got enough for an out lap and a flying lap, so I think he needs to leave the pits now if he's going to respond.
Ruan Smith has joined us, so that means Nibble Racing
He's got
have
2
got
drivers,
both
yeah.
teammates tonight. That's great stuff.
Ruan's
Nice to
up.
see.
Let's stick with him a bit.
And also another Toto Racing, also both drivers here.
Amaral's made an improvement to the 206.2 now.
All 16 drivers have set a time.
That's great stuff. Let's hope the other guys join as well. I think we're missing 2 more.
No, I think that's it, because it's saying there's 18 connected, and obviously with us 2,
Oh,
that's
okay.
16 drivers.
Oh, Ruan's gone off there. That would be a, that I'm sure would be a track cut due to line to finish this time, unfortunately. And William has improved again with a 204.3. Fantastic. Williams in the Lambo. Great stuff.
It's going to be, yes, and you will be able to tell us tonight, Bash, what tyres everyone's on.
Yes, I would be. Let's
There
hope
we
it
go.
works.
Interesting to see who's going to take the soft, because I really hope people learn from Mondays. The soft is not going to work out. This track is just far too abrasive, especially those high speed, that long right-hander.
Yeah.
It absolutely just tire.
It's more the temps though than the tire wear. It's the temps that you can't
Yes,
keep
that's
in
the
check.
problem. Such a long. That turn reminds me of, Mugello. It's these long things, and the tire temperatures just get too high.
Yeah. Van Mansberg improved again with a 205.7. He's really making strides forward. Started with a 206 and is up into the 205s.
This Florida
Yep, Van Mansberg.
stuff.
Williams is not going to improve. Dalport's called it a night. I think he's happy with his qualifying.
I think he's
there.
pretty. I'd be pretty happy with that, considering he's had a connection issue. I hope no one else gets a connection issue.
Yeah, I hope so. And I know Christopher Langefeld heartbreakingly had a connection issue on Monday. That was sure. I'm sure he was gutted with that. He was doing brilliantly well in 3rd place, and all of a sudden he was gone from the silver. Botma finishes in 4th place. Then we have Ron Smith in 5th. Bottas
That's
in
great.
6th.
So Nibble Racing 4th and 5th.
Duggan, he's on a lap. He's pretty much, he's improving on his lap time, so let's stick with him. He's going to need a lot more time though to trouble Bottas ahead of him. He's got 2.5 tenths already, so maybe he's going to, he's halfway there. Let's see what he can do for the last few corners. He's
280. Whoa, there we go. 3 tenths.
Maybe he's got a good, he's got a good exit.
Great exit. Hopefully the previous lap he didn't get a good drive out of the last turn. If he could get a good drive here.
Oh wow,
Wow,
5 tenths.
there we go.
Come on.
Let's hope.
He had a better exit the last time. Unfortunately, this won't trouble Bottas, but nice try. Right at the death. So he'll finish qualifying in 7th. Then we've got Swanepoel behind him in 8th. Van Mansberg in 9th. Henry Roux in 10th. Danny Miller in 11th. Gertan Amaral in 12th. Ranchard in 13th, Duplessis in 14th, and Ryan Hill in 15th, and Xander behind him.
I see in the comments section it looks like Delport was having some ping issues.
Unlucky.
So hopefully it stays stable. At the moment, Xander is the one with the highest ping of 263, so hopefully that doesn't go any higher.
So,
and as I suspected, I kind of suspected this, Robert Williams looks like he's staying on the soft tyre.
wow. So yeah, we've got Robert Williams in softs, and the other ones on softs are Swanepoel in 8th place, Henry Rue in 10th place, and Xander Klingen in 15th. So they bring Brave and trying out the alternate strategy. Maybe it'll be a 2-stop and then it should work. Could work for them. Let's see. Let's just make sure our cars are in the pits.
It's not really a preferred pit stop strategy with the GT3.
Yeah, so our cars are safe in the pit lane. So, guys remembering the pace lap hopefully. This is Robert Williams. This may be his first pole position, so he's read the rules and he's keeping it in formation there. Let's try out that new camera one. Helicopter. So the guys should be weaving around now, trying to build up temperatures and tires and brakes, dabbing the brakes, and yeah, just putting as much energy as they can through the tires so that they heat up, especially the guys on mediums, because you need to have a bit of heat in them, otherwise you're going to have trouble with the last corner as well as the first one afterwards. After that it tends to build up quite nicely, so yeah, I think
the right end tires, they
yeah, they're never going to build up, but at least I don't think
freezing 24/7.
Yeah.
I found the tire attempt to warm. How can I say this? Tire warming just didn't work. I found it was a waste of time with the mediums. Yeah.
I managed to get full temp. I was
mediums.
With mediums. Yeah. I was.
You've got to.
I was very
put
aggressive.
A tutorial up on the forum on how to do that.
I was very aggressive with the wheel, and I held the brakes in quite a bit. So
well, last time I was aggressive doing that, I went off and had to start at the back.
Yeah, well, that would have happened to me a few times on that lap, but I persisted because I knew I had to do something at turn 1. So yeah, it's risk versus reward, and I took the risk there.
So any prediction?
I think it's going to be an epic race. I mean, the guys have been so close in practice. If you look at practice times, there's nothing to choose between the guys. So yeah, for now, I feel it's wide open the top. Pretty much the entire field, I think.
I'm gonna definitely I have a strong feeling with Delport. If you can just hold it together and not have a disconnection or ping issue.
Yeah, he should be strong. I think Williams on that soft tire is probably the wrong strategy. If he had gone mediums, I think with his pace that he's shown now, he should have been. Yeah. He would have been the.
From experience from our race on Monday, the soft is great in the beginning and then it's worse. Yeah. Here we go, about to go. Yeah. Nice bunch up. This is a great bunch up.
So Delport, I think Williams got the better go there. He's opened up a bit of a gap.
Actually even, and Matthew Boy isn't too far off as well. Unfortunately, he's got Botma right behind him.
Right behind him in the Lamborghini. And there we have someone trying to make a move. Who's that? Bottas gets past.
Bottas already on Rowan Smith.
Has he made it stick? Yes, he's made it stick. And we've got Swanepoel ahead of Duggan.
Nice clean start so far.
Fantastic, yes. Muller's got past Rue.
There we go. I hope Rue has not made a mistake. He's running on the soft tyre. One issue with that, and they're going to go.
I think so as well. I think he's going to have to play the long game and maintain and manage his tyres rather than push for any times.
Is that harder? Yes, it is. Great looking.
Nice. Everyone's keeping it very clean thus far.
See Matthew Boyce quite close to Delport.
It's about 1 point. It looked a bit close there, but I think there was a bit of lag spike.
I think Christopher Boats is
Klingen's gotten past. I think Ranchard and Amaral's probably had an off there. Actually, Amaral's quite far behind, so he must have had an off earlier on. Ranchard's lost his position to Ryan Hill, and Xander Klingen ahead of him.
Is taking his position back from Downey Miller.
Wow, nice. I really like that skill that Henry runs. Chance to take from that perspective.
Dirk Swanepoel has made a move on Ruan Smith, I see.
And we're joined by Bongi Mobida. Bongi, you're on mute. Someone's made an off there. Who was that? Was that Muller? Unfortunately, Muller had a tank slapper and went off. He's lost. He had a great start, but now he's ahead of his teammate, and let's see what he does. So the closest battle that I can see is Botma and Bottas, both in Lamborghinis.
Yeah. This has been going on for a whole lap already.
And there's an epic battle behind them. I think I'm going to switch to that one.
Yes. I was also looking at this.
There's 3 of them, 4, 5 of them in a line.
To get past, he's going to want to try his best to get past. Already 2 laps into it, Robert Williams is 3.6 seconds ahead of Wesley Delport.
Yeah, the soft tyre is making use of it, so let's see how long that lasts. We know in the long run it's going to be a bit tight.
From lap 8 or 10, it's going to get interesting.
I'm just watching the gap with Botma and Bottas, because that's looking a bit tasty as well. And we have Rue up the inside, Henry Rue. Oh, they have a touch and then... Oh, that's massive impact. They're going to have massive damage there. Unfortunately.
And Henry was on the soft there, he's
put on your brakes. So, yeah, I think that's the end of their duel and probably the end of their challenge. But let's see, it's a long race. Maybe they can fight back. Oh, who's coming back? He's have to thread the needle there. Oh, wow, he went through between the both of them. That was nicely done. Let's go back to the Ruan Smith Swanepoel battle. Pretends that's the closest on track.
So far, fastest lap, Robert Williams in 2:04.8. Wow.
Yeah, that's a good lap time. Yeah.
I think you did what did you do? You did a 2:04.3 or something?
I think so, yeah. I wasn't really paying attention, but I know it was in the 2:04s.
Yes, it was a low 2:04s.
Bottas is really keeping Botma honest as well. I mean, there's nothing between them, but this year is the closest on track, so we'll stick with this. And the Audi versus Nibble Racing Audi versus the BMW.
This V10 can do, in my opinion, the best engine on the grid. And if the Bentley was here, yeah, that'll be.
And he's closing in the slope, but under braking kept it safe. No rash moves. Bottas has gotten Botma. Look at that. Bottas has gotten Botma. Yeah.
Wow.
Nicely done. Probably under braking in that corner. Unfortunately, we were looking at the other battle and missed the pass. So he's gotten past in the Red Line Racing Lamborghini, and he's gonna now chase down Matthew Boy if he can.
Red Line getting the ball.
Bottas is on mediums as well. So the top, Robert Williams is on softs, but the guys behind him are on medium. The next best soft tire is Dr. Swanepoel in 6th place.
Arnold's definitely gone off again. I think it's so is Durkee. They've both dropped down numerous positions.
Bottas trying to hang on to Bottas. 7 tenths between them.
He's already got some damage in the front of the car.
Yeah, Bottas' bonnet is a bit damaged there. Williams with another fastest lap to 4.8. Let's get back to Smith and Swanepoel battle. So Smith is on medium tires and Swanepoel is on softs. So at this point in time I think the softs would be a bit better, but let's see how as the race progresses.
It's going to be very interesting because I mean we're only on the 4th lap and there's already a 5.4 second gap between.
Maybe he can make a 2-stop work with this side of sort of pace. If he can build a
maybe work a 1-stop because if you just take it easy, maybe if you build a big enough gap
and then just match the time.
Take it slow or something for 10 laps or 8 laps. Because I mean already it's now almost 6 seconds ahead of Robert Williams.
Klingman I think has made a mistake and he's dropped back 2 positions now with the McLaren. The McLaren tends to like to snap at some points in the race.
Oh yes, we know all about that.
Yeah, very shaky car. Seems to just let go at some points with no warning. And it looks like he's lost another place to DPC. That is.
Wesley Dalport, Matthew Boy actually doing a great job to stay close to Wesley Dalport. There's
Let's take a look. Yeah, he's actually closed that gap, I think, yeah?
Not close, but he's there.
Absolutely. Still in the game. Let's go to Botma and Bottas again. Right next to each other.
2 Lamborghinis.
Nothing to choose between them. Oh, what happened? Went off them. It's a bit wide there, so if Botma gets the power down, he should be right on the slope. Bit of weaving there. He's got the slip. He just needs to not weave and just choose a line and just go.
He's getting closer. What happened to Bongi? Did he disappear?
His mic was on mute, so I moved him back out. He didn't want to talk to us. Mark, he didn't want to talk to us.
Could have shared some interesting information.
Yeah, we needed the inside scoop sometimes. Let's see. Maybe he'll join us again.
I would have just liked to ask him how he handles that Porsche at the speed he drives at.
Yeah, nah, he's got that car nailed. I don't think anyone else can match what he does with that Porsche.
No, Gabriel,
yeah, I think Gabriel may be able to. It would have been a good fight, I think, to see those two in the same car.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Duggan and Smith. They're all battling Dr. Swanepoel.
Pushing really hard. They're doing their personal bests and improving.
Some very bright liveries, as we were saying there, Mark.
Yes. And sunglasses, yeah.
Duggan's got a good run here on Smith. Smith it is. Is he going to try and move up the inside?
Duggan's got a
too
very
far
good
behind. Let's take a look from the wing of.
It's a great view.
think he's got a better exit, but let's see how the slip, we'll see now whether the slip has any effect here.
What I like with this view is you can see precisely what the guy at the back, how his exits like.
Oh, Dragon's got a slider and catch it.
It.
He's got it. But that's lost him, what, a second now? Probably 8/10.
He was on the medium, right?
Yeah.
Amaral's fallen back again behind Honda now.
He's having a bit of a nightmare there. I think he's probably struggling with damage.
Yeah, that big incident in the beginning.
So he just needs to...
But it's a great thing to see. We're at lap 7. No one's left.
Yeah,
Stuck it out. Shown what the pudding is in.
What the pudding is in?
No, don't worry.
Xander Klingen now right behind Ryan Hill. Xander's dropped back. He had a slight off in turn 2. I think this is his recovery now. Also another bright cloud that is in sunglasses for the Iron Man himself. This is where the McLaren should be stronger through the twisties, but on the straight we should see the BMW easily pull ahead.
The BMW can pull some surprises. Oh, yo! Almost had.
Did you have flashbacks there?
I did actually. I was like, that's the corner that'll throw you, and actually roll the car.
Yeah. You rolled that Ferrari a few times, eh?
Yeah, only once. And then I had the other incident here at this wall.
But actually, your roll was the first time I've ever seen a roll in the setup also. So yeah, you've, well done to you. You've got an achievement unlocked there.
It was myself and Becky Boy who went too wide, and somehow it just didn't work.
And Williams got a 9.4 second lead now. I think if he can maintain this sort of pace, he's going to be fine with his soft tires.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, eventually there's going to come a point when even when the tire slows him down, it's not really
too
going to
far
matter.
ahead. Yeah. Sanders got a great exit there now. Let's see whether he can slip past the BM on the brakes. Oh, Hill went wide, but Xander didn't take the opportunity. Got to take the opportunity. When the door's open, you need to put your foot in there.
I tell you where there's cars that's piling up is behind Ines Bortmark. Looks to be about 3 or 4 cars there.
Yeah, and I see Duggan's back right on the tail of Smith. As I say that, he's dropped behind again. Oh, it looks like someone's made a mistake there.
Yeah.
So that was Rancho's, he went off.
Oh, his wing is skew.
Also flashbacks, Mark.
Possibly a Monday, yeah. Double whammy then. Wow. On the 3rd last lap. It's absolutely heartbreaking when that happens.
I can imagine.
You witnessed when Chris passed me on the
I was actually commentating it. That was heartbreaking.
That was like, I can't believe what's going on in front of me.
Yeah. Klingen isn't going to be quick enough on the straight. It looks like the BMW's just got enough on the straights to pull a gap that Yeah, he's unable to
Doing very
maintain.
well. Possibly one or others running a bit too much wing.
Remember the BOP on that McLaren is quite high, so it's probably struggling on the straights. Oh, he's run wide.
Is that heel in the Z4? Okay.
Yeah, that's Ryan.
Bradshaw into the pits already.
He had the bent wing.
Yes,
fix
yeah.
the bent wing up and move from there. Let's take a look at Williams, who's pretty much dominating this.
And see how he does it.
Let's do that.
He's up again on his PB. Lost a whole lot of time there.
So Christopher Langefeld says that Williams' tires should drop off around lap 10 to 12, so let's see from that point on what happens. And look at that, Klingen's gotten past Hill. Let's stick with Williams though for this lap, see how he does it. See if we can pick up any micro slides or some issues with his tires, but it looks like he's got it well under control.
Boys only 1.7 seconds behind Delport now.
That gap's maintaining quite nicely from between the two guys.
Yeah, so very evenly matched.
Very smooth driving stuff.
Yeah, no abrupt steering maneuvers.
Oh, we've got our first retirement. He's had a rough night though, so
yeah, I think he's knocked around, I think on lap 2 already.
Yeah, so it's always rough to continue when you're being knocked around like that and having a nightmare for race. So he stuck around quite long though, so props to him.
Completed 9 laps, so yes.
Williams though looks like he's well under control with his stuff. I can't see any issues with these tires at the moment. So
he did it 205 dead the previous lap, so
still opening up that gap.
You're going to do a 205.4 now.
205.2. So, and I think the guys chasing him are in the 206s.
Then he's even if he slows down by a second, he's still going to gain time.
Yeah, 206.3, so he's pulled 1.1 seconds off in that lap.
Yeah.
He's got it well under control. And Bottas is in the pits. That's an early pit stop for mediums. Oh, he's got damage. His windscreen is all broken.
Oh no. Probably suspension damage too.
Crystal Bottas probably repairing. He's probably
doing
had
so
an off. But he had the damage, the bonnet damage that we noticed. So he must have had an off somewhere that we didn't see.
Wasn't he in 4th?
He was, yeah. He was
so
fighting Botman.
That's granted. Botman and everyone now a position up. That's great.
It's great for the other guys, but not that good for Crystal, unfortunately. And yeah, let's take a look at this battle now.
They must be, it's not always a great feeling to gain positions through others' misfortunes.
Absolutely.
I always prefer battle.
So Rowan Smith really troubling Swanepoel. Swanepoel on soft tires. So he should be having, well, we say he should be having issues from about now, but it doesn't look like. right in the slipstream. Let's see what he does at the braking zone.
Oh, this is going to be close, yeah.
I think he's going to have a dive.
Swanepoel just needs to defend here.
Oh, he's on the limiter though. Swanepoel. Was he
that Swanepoel on the limiter?
I think so.
Oh, he's lucky he didn't get overtaken.
But Rowan needs to just measure it up and get his exit from this. Oh, is he going for the inside? He's going for the inside.
Cheeky. He's going to lose time here, unfortunately. That's going to assist Duggan in catching up.
Duggan's right there to pick up the pieces should anything happen. This was a great battle.
This is
it was about 4 or 5 cars in it. Let's take a look at
208. Duggan did a 206.8 personal best. So he's definitely catching. He's on the move. He wants to catch these two.
Henry Rue and Ryan Hill are having a thing on the battle here. They just passed and repassed each other, but that's a lot of damage in the back there.
A lot of damage at the back. At least it's not a bent wing.
But he's the one, he hit the wall.
Oh, someone went off there. That looked...
Oh, that's Klingen. The McLaren's off.
Oh, gosh. That looked like it was an oversteer moment into that tyre wall.
Xander's on the soft tyres in the McLaren. That's probably what happened. He's probably lost his tyres.
Yeah,
oh,
look,
his tyres are gone. Yeah, tyres
lost
are
it
gone.
again coming into the pits.
Tyres are gone.
That is the exact reason why it's a risk with the soft.
So he was doing relatively well up until that point, really chasing down Ryan Hill, having a good battle. Yeah.
Ding dongs.
So this is the closest battle.
Again. It's
past Ryan again. These two are having a good battle with their BMW. The Transtech BMW looking a bit worse for weather. Ryan Hill's car looks pretty clean.
Yeah, I'd say it looks still spotless. And the Porsche is coming.
The Porsche is coming.
Arno van Mansberg has not given up. He's gone off. He was almost at the back at one stage. He hasn't given up.
I think he's gonna have a good run out here. Ryan Hill had a bit of a moment going into the corner. And very wide there.
Wide.
Yeah, he's gonna have a go. I'm sure he's gonna have a go.
There's no way as a Z4 can hold this.
He's gonna have to try. He's placed his car quite nicely.
Oh, yeah.
But there he's given the inside line. Is he gonna take it? Oh, there. I think there was a bit of contact there, but no harm, no foul. So, Arno van Mansberg needs to... Yeah, you're right. Duggan's got
past Durkee, wonderful.
And Rowan Smith. So he's taken both of them.
Oh my gosh.
That happened off camera. So here we go, Arno van Mansberg in the slip. This is going to be taking candy from a baby, I think. And Ryan Hill hit the limiter there as well, so he's got the inside line, I think.
Wheel touching.
On the brakes, is he going to hold his line? Yeah, he's nice.
Ah, very well done.
Ryan,
that curb's not your friend.
So yeah, that was a good move. Probably prepared that move from the exit of the last corner. And yeah, the power of the Porsche pulled through.
Let's go see what's happening with Miller and Smith. They're very close. I think Darnie's also there. Durkee, sorry, is also there.
Yeah, Durkee is just ahead.
2 seconds ahead, John.
Williams is just relentless in opening up that gap. It's up to 16 seconds.
He's at a 205.6, so he's slowing down gradually, but considering he's doing a 205.6 and only got 6 laps to go, I don't think it's any worry.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much put himself in a position where he can't really do a 2-stop. He's got to stick with a 1-stop now and make it work. Well, from the pace that he's showing, he can make it work. So So this has been a race-long battle, these guys.
Oh yes. This is what you want. This is the type of race. I would rather be like 8th, 10th, or even lower and have battles than finish high up. I prefer that. I've just always had. Obviously, you wouldn't be high up, but you know, a battle's always good.
So it's now a three-way battle, Swanepoel, Muller and Smith. The Nibble racing car, the Eco racing car and the Redline racing car. 3 teams. That's nice to see as well. You were saying what?
You just buggered off on Monday.
No, I didn't. I was I was shadowed the whole way by Jim Clark.
Oh yes, about 2 seconds the whole time.
It was about a second, I think, for most of the race. Yeah, up until the pit stop, I don't think it was more than a second.
That's how it should be. Rather than just buggering off.
I don't think anyone can bugger off in this season, except maybe Langevoort and Bathurst. But the rest of us now, we have to fight for it.
Alien mode kicks in on certain individuals. And then they bug off.
Oh! Muller had a bit of a slide there.
This is hotting up, yeah, because the other two are also getting closer. Was that because being lapped? No, I don't think so.
I think they're actually catching Duggan now, you know?
Definitely.
No, that's Ranchard in between them. I think those are lap cars. Yeah, those are lap cars. That's Klingen and Ranchard.
Oh, good. So at least you see, at least they're having a battle. That's good. 2 lap cars, 1 lap down, and
they're still in a battle. Yeah. I think
this is going to be interesting to see how they're going to let the blue flag cars through.
Yeah, without losing. Williams is in the pits. This is an early pit stop, so he's definitely going to do a 2-stop. I don't think he can go to the end with this. Let's see, he's on softs again. Yeah, this changes everything. This changes everything.
Because how long is a pit stop? So normally about what? I think this car's about 15-20 seconds.
No, I think it's a bit longer than that. Let's see what his next lap time is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's longer than that.
He had a what? 11-second advantage.
I think he had about an 18-second advantage.
Oh, okay. This is
so yeah.
Very interesting.
Well, this race is going to hot up at the end. Well, it may not during the middle, but I think by the end of the race, we're going to have a battle for the lead with Wesley Dalport, Matthew Boy, and Robin Williams. Let's go back to that fantastic battle.
Now I'll say once again, if Williams is doing a 2-stopper, then I'll still say Dalport. He's got a good chance here if he can hold it together.
Yeah. He just needs to keep it clean and consistent. And yeah,
it's going to be interesting. You see, the thing is, it's going to be interesting to see the gap between the two, between Dalport and Williams, when he comes out of the pits on his second stop. Because if he's going to be 2 seconds a lap quicker, you'll probably catch him and pass it.
Yeah, it all depends on the gap that's going to happen. And
this is going to be great.
And I think it depends on how quickly Williams is able to clear traffic, because he's now stuck behind Duggan and they're fighting for position. So it's not going to be as easy as it was. Whoa, what? I thought there was a bit of an accident there, but it was a leg spike.
Almost a disconnect that time. A few more packets lost and he would have been off.
So he's got Duggan ahead of him. Duggan's got no reason to move over, so these guys are going to have a fight. So the amount of time that Williams is going to lose here...
Can you check that he's on the softs
Yeah,
again?
no, I've checked. He's on softs again. Him and Swanepoel on softs, and Henry on softs. Oh, and Sushil Ranchard.
And look how Henry's sticking it out, eh? He's now up to 10th position.
Yeah, with that damage, and he's showing... Just sticking it out and having your race, you can still get good points and have a good result. So Williams now really on the back of Duggan. This is going to be interesting this lap. Let's see how much of time he loses, whether he loses any actually. He's already 6/10 down on his Delta, so it's definitely costing him time, and he's on a new set of tires.
If Robert Williams can if he can take the win, then he'll be ahead of pretty much everyone in this division in terms of championship points.
I think it's going to be a bit tough. Looking at the time deltas here now, if you think about it, he was 18 seconds ahead when he put it. He needs to catch up another 18 seconds to be level.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And basically everyone's got one stop left. Oh, who's gone off there? Duggan's gone off.
No.
That made it easy for Williams, so he's going to be thanking Duggan.
Pushing a bit too hard there.
Let's get back to this epic battle that we just can't get enough of.
Donnie Miller,
is he going to have... He thought of having a dive there, but thought against it. I think if he catches up now, that 18 seconds, he's still going to be behind Dalport.
He's getting very agitated, Yeah, it's good. It's going to be very interesting to see. I still say Dalport, but we'll see what happens.
I think at the end of this next split, they're going to be neck and neck. Then it's Dalport's picked up his pace. He's in the 205s now.
205s. And that was the thing I noticed at this track. Even though the mediums were wearing out, the less fuel you had, the quicker you went.
Yes. No, the medium tires are fantastic on this track.
Quicker and quicker. I mean, I did my PB, I think, on lap 18. Okay. And then I put it at the end of 20. So, pretty good.
So, Williams done a 205.5, so he's only taken 4 tenths out of that lap. He's going to need more than that. And he's obviously going to have to push now, so he's going to wear his tires out even further. So I think it's all to play for. It's not a clear cut. He's going to win or she's going to win. I don't know. What do you think of this, the spread of the field, Mark, the evenness of the cars, and basically the settings that we have, the BOPs? What do you think are fair?
I mean, that's always going to be difficult to get perfect, right?
Absolutely.
And we've noticed every season it seems to be different. Even 1% change in the car changes the whole thing. I'm still glad it's BOP and not.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The weight, the ballast, that was terrible.
By the time you built up 80 kilograms, you just could not keep up with anyone.
Yeah, no, that was terrible, and it changed the whole handling of the car. So I'm glad that's gone.
I'm very happy with how Jason's done it. I mean, I don't know how you could have done it any better.
Absolutely, I think the cars this season are the most even they've ever been. Obviously the McLaren I think has been a little bit nerfed a bit too much, but on some tracks it's still going to be a force to be reckoned.
What was the percentage last year?
I believe it was 12 or 13.
Okay,
and it's 18 if I'm not mistaken.
18?
Yeah.
Okay, that's maybe a bit harsh.
But then again, the McLaren doesn't really use its power, it uses its cornering ability. So we can see, we saw on Monday's race that Steven Sparks was doing fantastically well with his car.
Yeah.
Brands Hatch, he had awesome times as well. So it's still up there, but it's just lacking the straight line.
Whoa, we got people going wide. I hope they don't go off. They didn't.
These guys are probably tired of seeing each other now. The entire race. Swanepoel's doing fantastically well though,
and Smith are like, yeah, no, we can't get away. Look at this.
But Swanepoel's on soft tires there, and he's made it last for a single stop. So that's...
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
There we go. Splits ahead. He's got ahead. Under braking, let's see what's going to happen. Yep, he's got the move done. Is Swanepoel going to come up the inside? Yep, he's going to dive.
Look at this, side by side.
Side by side, clean racing. So
this is how you race. But unfortunately, the other two now behind them are going to catch up.
Yep.
But
whoa, that's Rancho. He's a lap behind, so he needs to hold his position there.
that BMW, the purple one?
No, the white McLaren. He's a lap behind.
The purple.
The purple one is Donnie Muller.
That's Donnie Miller.
Yeah.
Woo! Look at this with a back marking car. Staying this is awesome. But to carry on the talk about the cars and all that, for me, when we tested all the cars, for me the Lamborghini was still my favorite this season. I really enjoyed that, but it is a tough car to drive.
Yeah, it is a bit of a.
But it can give you the time if you can work that mid cornering with that car. There, Williams has improved his PB to a
4.5. That's a great.
So almost your same times, Bash.
It looks like it, yeah.
Looks like he's doing Division 2 also on purpose, so we've got someone to watch.
Look at this now. We've got a back marker in between the fight for what's it, 6th, 7th place.
Oh, I hope this doesn't start up a conversation for him again.
Oh, he's lost the back end. Kept it in check, luckily. But yeah.
And the McLaren passed.
He's unlapped himself.
BMW is not impressed.
Let's take a look at the other cars on track. So we've looked at this battle probably the entire race now. We've got Darrell Duplessis still on with the McLaren, but he's some 17 seconds behind Miller.
Where's Rodman? He's worked his way up back to 4th, Williams.
Oh, is it?
22 seconds behind. So that's interesting. If Delport pits soon, he might come out ahead.
Yeah, you're right.
That's if our calculations are right in terms of pit stop.
No, I think he'll still be behind. I think he'll be behind.
Is it? Okay. He's already dropped another half a second, worked his way up.
Williams now right behind Botman.
Look at this.
McLaren and, Lamborghini.
These two have also had a good battle through the race. No, not
No,
Williams.
Williams.
I was thinking of. There was
you were thinking of
another Lamborghini.
Wasn't that
That was
Christoph Wattas?
yes, when he went off. Damn it.
But this is gonna probably cost Williams a few tenths on lap time.
It's slowed him right down, and it's maintained the gap of 22 seconds to Delport.
So we're on lap 20, so if the guys are going to one stop, they should
in.
come in very soon. Probably the next, within the next 2 laps. Delport needs Williams to be behind Botman for another few laps if he can. But it looks like he's going to have a move up the inside here. He's right in the slipstream. The Noble Racing car goes defensive, but he's going to go around the outside. He's going to brake in time. He's run wide. Nope, he's outbraked himself. That's going to cost him even more time.
Yeah, it's a bit disastrous.
And Miller's in the pits. Donnie Miller.
Donnie Miller, first pit at lap 20.
He was on mediums, so I think he's going to stay on mediums. I'll let you guys know when he comes out. And yeah, Bottas is back. Oh, he had an early pit stop, that's right.
Is he on mediums?
Bottas is on mediums, yeah.
Or maybe he can, I mean, if he's stopped already, if he can,
And
Williams, was quite early on, it was about lap 10.
Williams gotten past Botman through the hairpin, I believe.
This is the time now where Wesley Delport needs to come in now. He mustn't stay out any longer, he must come in now.
I think he's past the pit entrance
No,
already.
he hasn't come in. He's probably going to hope he mustn't come in anything later than lap 21.
Unless he's going to run medium softs, in which case he can stay out a bit longer, which may also explain the pace difference that they had earlier on.
Possibly. Maybe he's noticed Williams.
Yeah. Dalport in the red line racing car. And behind him, Matthew Boy's been just thereabouts with his Synergy Racing Audi.
He's kept it clean, kept it consistent, stayed out of trouble, done well.
Yep. Botman's keeping Williams in check. He's not dropped behind as quick as you would think.
The dirty air now, the difference with this stint is the dirty air could have affected Williams' tyres a bit.
Duggan is behind them in 5th place. Good showing from him. The Black
Very
Widow
good.
Racing.
He's stuck it out, he's gone off a few times and no, I think it's only once, eh?
I think just had one tank slap off.
I think it one time. Stuck it out, come back, and he's still in 5th position.
And he was fighting, he was in a big fight from, what was it, 8th up until 5th. So he's the winner of that battle.
Yeah, Bournemouth for Liver Racing's doing well.
And Dalport's in the pits, he listened to you, Mark.
There we go. There we go.
1 lap 21. So he's going to probably run mediums.
This is now going to be, the interesting spot. Bit cautious.
How about you rather be cautious and not miss it then?
Williams has gone past already.
Yeah, he's done it already. But now we need to see how the pace goes, because we need to see how far behind Dalport comes out. Because he had an 18-second, almost 20-second lead, yeah?
That pit stop then is much longer than 18 seconds then.
Yeah. It's the tires that take long. I think the fuel for me wasn't too bad.
About 25 seconds behind Williams now.
Okay, so that was what, 40 seconds-ish?
Yeah, it's a long pit stop. You see, this is why I don't believe in a two-stop strategy.
But let's see what the gap is, because we know Williams got pace.
Yeah.
So let's see.
It's going to be interesting.
So we've got Swanepoel in the pits. Swanepoel who ran softs from the start, so he made them last for a full stint. That's fantastic.
Is he going out on softs again?
I'll tell you now. Yep, he's back out on softs. So yeah, he's got that gear set up nicely where he can run the softs for a full stint. Matthew Boy now inherited the lead, some 16 seconds ahead of Williams.
Interesting to see if he doesn't do the medium stop and soft strategy.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, he comes into the pits now.
So he's also going to go on mediums. So this is gonna close up at the end of the race, I think, again. We're gonna have to see what sort of gap Williams is able to pull, because he's gonna need at least what 40 odd seconds to P2 to come out again in front. It's one thing to open a gap when you're in front, but to pass and create a gap is gonna be something totally different.
That entire 15 seconds that the gap was between Boy and Williams took Boy just to get to his pit lane.
Sure. That's interesting, eh? So it's a long pit lane. Who's left the server? Someone, we've lost someone. Oh, it was Dalport.
Dalport, no, DNF.
Ah, Dalport's gone.
No.
I think, oh no. Another DC.
My bet.
Oh my word. That's
wonder if that
gutting.
wasn't a disconnect though, because he was having issues in the beginning of the session going on and off the server.
Yeah, I think it was because he just sort of disappeared.
He wouldn't just
there.
leave.
Yeah.
You wouldn't just leave.
He was in a race winning position. I mean, he was fighting for that lead.
Exactly.
That's just unfortunate for him. and it's been a gutting, really sad race for Redline this round. I mean, sure.
Is Wesley Delport, what team is he part of?
Redline Racing.
Oh gosh.
So Botma's moved up to second place, and look at
got points for this season. So now there's the third round with no points.
Oh, is it Wesley Delport?
Yeah, he's got 0 points at the moment. So now another round, no points if he doesn't come back in.
That's heartbreaking.
That's pretty much half the season. More than half the season. I see we only got 2 rounds left.
So Kone is confirmed. The pit stop is about 50 seconds here. So Robin Williams needs to pull the pin and start really making inroads and building up that gap if he's going to make the soft tire. Has Botma pitted? I don't think Botma's pitted as yet.
I don't think he's coming yet.
So maybe he's going to make the medium softs work. So we're down to 14 runners now. 2 DNFs, I think it is. And Rowan Smith's in the pits. As well as Ranchot behind him. So which is the closest battle mark? I think it's the battle for 6th. Ramsdale versus Bottas. So Bottas is up to 5th. Let's see what he can recover from this race. He had an early pit stop. I'm not sure if he's going to have to make another. Christopher Langefal's confirmed that Wesley's had an internet disconnect. That's really a shame. He's been doing so well this race, and he was in there with a shot to fight for the lead, so I'm sure he's gutted. Botma's come into the pits from 2nd place. That will promote Duggan. Oh, Duggan's also into the pits, so Matthew Boy should take his spot in 2nd again. Matthew's having a very nice, clean race.
This should grant him 2nd.
Yep, he's in 2nd at the moment, so...
Someone's limiting. That's Duggan, he's already leaving. So he's going to overtake Botma in the pits.
No, I think he just entered the pits after Botman.
Sorry.
Bottas has gotten past Duggan as well.
He's improved a lot.
Yeah, I wonder whether he's going to be able to make these tires last the rest of the race, because he had to do an alternate strategy with an early pit, but it looks like he's got damage again in the front. His bonnet's popped.
And he did go in the pits already, right?
Yeah, he did. I'm wondering if he maybe didn't repair the damage or something.
Miller down the pits. That's an odd lap number to come in.
late to do a stop. Or no. Maybe he was forced to do a stop. You never know.
Look how clean that Lamborghini was looking.
No damage. Williams got a 34.1 second lead.
Wow.
So if he puts, he'll probably come out in P3 and should have enough pace to potentially catch again.
He went into the pits, what lap? Lap 15, right?
Yeah. So he should
So
come
he
in
should
lap
go
30.
into the pits now at 30.
Let's take a look at Duggan, who's closed right on Mansburg.
Yeah.
Porsche.
Van Mansberg, sorry, has done very well working his way back up the grid.
Yep.
He was all the way at the back at the beginning.
Yeah, he had that bit of a slide coming out the hairpin, and I think contact with Henry.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Oh, he's coming into the pits only now. Okay.
I think Duggan probably had to back off there. What happened?
Whoa, what's going on there?
So that's also quite a late stop. I wonder if he's going to put on the soft tires now, Van Mansberg.
God, it's still a long way, almost 20 laps. That's 16 laps still.
And I know the Porsche struggles with soft tires.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. Also, when I was testing that Porsche, the softs seem to have less grip than the mediums of that car.
Wesley, sorry for your bad luck, man. He's in the chat. He had a Telkom disconnect.
I was about to say earlier, I think this is South African Telecommunications that let him down here.
Yeah. I guess they're not going to sponsor us after tonight.
What?
They're not going to sponsor us from tonight. They used to do that Duke Gaming League, wasn't it?
Yes.
So it feels pretty spread out at the moment. I think Botman, Bottas and Duggan are probably the closest.
Duggan half a second up in his PB.
Oh wow, look
So
at that.
he's pushing. He wants to catch up to Bottas.
And as we've seen, anything can happen, so it's worthwhile pushing till the end.
Go off the grass, you know, one little moment, that's 5 seconds or something.
Look at that, 0.6 of a second up on his PB. So he's had a beast in him or something. He wants to get this race over with.
Repaired the car and took mediums, right?
Yeah, he's on mediums.
He's driving angry. He's on the limiter.
0.6 up on his PB. Let's see what sort of lap time this gives him. 206.1.
Nice. Fortunately, it's still a little bit slower than Christopher Bottas ahead. And they improves again.
Another 10 to help.
I had to look again and realize, oh my gosh, the gap from Robin Williams to the others is now on average a minute and more.
Say again?
The gaps between Robert Williams and everyone else is now practically a second and more.
Oh, in lap time, yeah. It's the soft tires giving him that confidence to push.
Boy seems to be maintaining that gap, eh?
Yeah, it was
Williams
32 odd seconds, it's up to 35 now. I think Matthew Boy is in the high 205s. Oh, someone's off track. Who's that? That's Bottas. It's Bottas. Had another off, unfortunately, and he's gifted the place to Raymond Duggan, whose hard pushing has paid off.
With that,
Yeah, his pushing paid off.
because in terms of the championship driver points, Raymond Duggan is the highest of all the drivers here. He's 24th position in the championship.
Okay.
So with his finishing position, Williams and himself, they're going to do very well in climbing up the charts.
Yep. So let's take a look at Van Mansberg and Henry. Henry Roux in the Transtech BMW. Oh, he's repaired the side, but the back is still damaged. He's probably had another bit of a moment somewhere. And Bottas is in the pits again, so I think that's
Got some damage.
yeah. I think his race is probably
He was on the soft side.
no mediums.
Mediums.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Let's see if he puts on the softs now and tries to go for it. But if
No.
the car's not set up, it's gonna
He's
be.
gone off twice already with mediums. If he goes over the softs, then he's going to have to come in again.
Van Mansberg also up on his delta, so he's pushing really hard. About to do his PB lap. Almost a second up on Henry's time ahead of him. So he's making good inroads there. And Bottas has come out between Henry and Arnold.
The 2 seconds added between Williams and Matthew Boy.
Yeah. He's just opening up that gap there. I think at this point it's his to lose. He just needs to keep his head in check and drive within the limits, and he's got this.
Williams going to have to come in soon if he's going to keep to that two-stop strategy.
Yeah, but I think with this pace difference, he's got more than enough in hand to catch, even if he falls behind.
Possibly. But it's going to be interesting because I think, let's say it's 38 seconds, the gap. That means Matthew Boy should be maybe ahead about 12 seconds, let's say. So it's going to be interesting to see. And it's going to be interesting
there's a battle there. Bottas versus Henry. Bottas with his newly repaired car, we can see that it's better. Oh yes, brake there. That shows the speed of the Lamborghini. Almost ran into the back of Henry.
Arnold catching up very quickly.
And Bottas dives up the inside. Clean move. Henry leaves him space. Job done. Is Arnold was just too far behind to capitalize as well.
It's going to happen soon though. Oh, someone's off.
That's Henry. Henry goes wide.
And just misses Arnold when he came back on the circuit. Yeah. That was quite a moment there.
And Williams is back into the pits on schedule. Halfway down.
End of lap 29, so he's actually a lap short. I thought it would come in the next lap.
Probably going to give himself enough time to catch up. Rather do the
This
undercut and have
is
fresh
now
tires.
very interesting.
So let's see where Matthew Boy is. He's
So a long way back.
coming around the last corner now, I believe. So he's gonna get
be ahead.
He's gonna be ahead, yeah.
I think he's definitely gonna be ahead.
Ines Botma is also still on the back straight. So I think he should come out of the pits between Matthew and Ines. Yep, there he comes out. It's gonna be very close.
I thought the gap would have been bigger.
Yeah, he's done a short stop there. So yeah.
Well done.
4 seconds,
strategy
just 4
can pay
seconds
off
behind.
very
This is
well.
gonna pay off for him. Yeah.
Yeah, it could happen in the next 2 laps.
That's the pace difference that these guys have on the different tires. So Matthew on medium tires and Robert Williams on softs. fresh softs as well, so his pace should be fantastic now.
He's done well to hold it together with this Lamborghini.
Yeah, I have to say this was a very nice drive from Williams. Very matured and very consistent. No incidents at all, and his
Clean,
lap times were epic.
It'll be interesting to see what he can do when he gets in Division 1.
Yeah, next race he will be in Division 1. The top 3 in this race automatically gain that position. So
yeah, we can race with him.
So we've got 12 laps remaining. So Robert Williams got 12 laps to gain 3 seconds back and then try to pass Matthew. Matthew can make it quite difficult. He's a seasoned racer, so let's see what Matthew does to hold this quicker Lamborghini does.
Trust me, I know we went too wide through that turn there. That's when I rolled it. I know. Matthew can somehow just improve his lap times about a half a second. They can make the job very difficult for Williams to get past.
Yeah, he needs to somehow try and push Williams into a mistake.
He can do it 206 dead. It can spice things up a lot, yeah, I think. Because they're really already Williams has improved by a second in one lap. Go on board with Williams and see the difference through the turns.
And that's Matthew up in front of him, so his target is within sight.
Bringing back bad memories. My teammate, we weren't teammates then. My teammate catching me through here.
And Matthew made a bit of an error there. He went a bit wide, saw a puff of dust, and that's lost him a lot of time on this lap. Look at that gain, almost a second again. Actually, more than a second.
8 tenths. Yeah. Pretty bad.
Yeah, 207.
2-second difference that lap.
I'm sure Matthew's hearing the Jaws music right now. Another twitch from Matthew.
Yeah, I saw that. Dancing through there. Now 1.1 second gap. Lifting through there.
Saving the tires.
Oh yes, these are softs. It'll be interesting to see what he can do the last 4 laps. seeing as he was a lap down when he came in, changed tyres, he's got an extra 3 or 4 laps now to do over the 15 he has been doing.
No, but I think he timed it pretty well because he came in lap 29.
Yes.
So he's got less than 15 laps.
And right here now, there is no gap anymore.
Matthew seems to be struggling under traction. His car's squirreling around a bit.
Yeah, the rear tyres have taken a hit. Good drive out here though.
Yep, goes defensive, breaking the toe, but Williams doesn't need the toe. Okay.
There's so little drag. It's the same engine, but it's just so much quicker.
Look at that under braking, wow.
Oh.
He had to almost take avoiding action there.
I think he did, he had to brake harder.
Matthew's ran a bit wide. Whoa, he had a slide as well. Whoa, what's going on here?
Oh, that was close. That was... Oh,
we can't lose another another driver in this race. Oh, another slide from him. He's really struggling on the tires, eh?
Yes. I wonder if Williams, that maybe wasn't a computer hack or something on his side.
Take a look at Bottas fighting.
The back markers coming up as well soon.
Oh, he's passed him. Made it easy there. I think Duplessis wanted nothing of that action. Going to be a struggle for Bottas to make up any more places though. He's some 27 seconds behind the next guy. Williams had a bad lap there, he had a 207.
Yes, he lost a lot of grip there through certain turns. But just like that he can catch back up.
As we said, it's one thing to catch, another thing to park. And Matthew's an old-time racer, so he's gonna know every trick in the book.
Been with us for many years.
And ahead of them, I think that's Ryan Hill.
Always does a great job of getting out the way.
Oh no, that's not Ryan, that's his teammate. Who is it? Williams trying it on the outside. Well done to the back marker there, moving nicely out of the way. Costing him no time at all. Well done. I think that's Muller, I think that's Danny Muller.
Okay.
Oh, he's gone off. Danny Muller's made a bit of a hash there.
I tell you what, you're impressed with what Boy's doing to keep this up.
Yeah. It's the slip as well, I suppose. Keeping that Lambo in the slip is probably damaging the soft tires.
He's running very wide on those curves, maybe losing some grip staying behind Boy.
And probably overheating the tires, so it's just what Boy needs.
Yes, exactly. You know the softs, they're little fragile things. I tried to use the softs when I rolled the car.
right in the slipstream now. 3/10. That looks like less than 3/10 now. Is he gonna go around the outside? Under the braking, sweeps around the outside. Wow, is he gonna keep it in? Kept
Very
it in
brave
line.
on the brakes.
Wow, that was
Very
a good move.
brave,
Fantastic
just like
move.
that.
Great move. Well done to him. And just like that, he's taken the lead back. Obviously, the pole sitter in this race, and oh, what's he doing now? He's weaving out, trying to get heat in the tires. Are we doing something wrong then, hey Mark? He has to get heat in the tires.
If I remember correctly, that Lamborghini was quite harsh on its rear tires. Oof, that Audi's drifting into turns now.
I think Matthew's tires are worse for wear now.
I think he came in end of lap 20, I think. Really.
Oh, he's clobbered that curb as well. Almost rolled it.
Didn't use full power though, so good on him.
Duggan's slowly making inroads to Botma. Only 3 seconds between them, so the fight for third should heat up by the end.
Look at this.
He's
The
still doing
deltas,
delta. Yeah, he's still doing PBs. Wow.
He's still, this delta thing is constantly green.
Let's take
He's
a
still
look at
limiting the gears. He's limiting the gears. He wants to catch people.
2.9 seconds now.
Because
So
the thing is, remember now, if he finishes third, he will be racing Division 1, like you said.
yeah, something to fight for.
So that's something big to fight for. Because it's not easy to get in Division 1, as we know.
Yeah, it's a fight.
He must carry on going. He's got another 6 laps to go. He can definitely
think
make a
that
plan.
was-
He's only 3 seconds behind.
That was Botman running
He's
wide.
already there. Another second he's caught up.
And look at Boy coming back at Williams.
Yes. Let him cook those tires and Boy will be right there. He'll be waiting.
Boy needs to pressure him now and try to make him overheat those tires. And I'm
One
sure
of the
that's
sliding action we're seeing from Boy is not the tires, but it's him just really cooking it.
Yeah, because he's managed to close that gap right back up. So obviously, when he wants to, he can be right on it.
And don't forget, it's almost 10 laps ago that Williams changed his tires.
Yep.
So that wear level's going to start kicking in now.
It's
Especially with
about
them
seven
pushing.
laps for now, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Christopher Langefeld said that they go around lap 10 or 12. So he's gonna lose.
So almost approaching 10.
Yeah, he's gonna probably lose his pace around lap 40 maybe.
And he's making inroads here. This gap's up to a second now.
But Matthews just needs to keep the pressure on and see what happens. He's
Just
got-
keep it consistent.
There's nothing else he can do. Let's go back to Raymond Duggan.
Yes, it's now a
1.2
second, basically. Yep,
with that
still
bright,
limiting the gear.
bright colored Audi.
Just you can't miss it, eh?
You can't. With the green pinstriping.
The green diffuser.
Must be some green carbon fiber there. Under a second now. Botman's run a
Williams doing
bit
a
wide.
207.0. Matthew Boyd at 207.1.
Okay, so they're both backing off the pace.
It's evenly matched.
I think Williams is probably backing off the pace so that he keeps his tires in check.
Wow.
So Matthew Boy now needs to up his pace and force Williams to push again. Because we know that Williams can do...
Quickest lap then so far was Raymond Duggan with the 206.3.
Wow.
And again, his Delta's in the green.
But Botman's had a
1/10.
great exit there because
1/10 up already on the turn 1.
Botman must be even further up because it was under a second and it's now over a second. The gap between them, so he's also pushing as hard as he can. Yeah, look at that. He's also green.
Third. Yep, look at this. Both the Deltas. They both got third. They want Division 1.
Noble Racing versus Black Widow Racing.
Great stuff. I think this is what both teams wanted. Boys dropped back by almost a second.
I see, yeah.
Climbing quickly. Botman struggling to put the power down.
He's run a bit wide there.
Struggling to put the power down.
Flirting with that outside curve. But he's still a 10th up on his Delta. Look at that. These guys are pushing.
Yeah.
These guys are pushing.
Wow.
Oh, he's run wide here. That's very wide. So he managed to get it back. He's lost all his gains there. 3/10s now. The difference between 3rd and 4th. The battle for the last spot in Division 1.
Right here. He's got a great drive out the last turn.
In the slip.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Looks like the Lambo is pulling away though. Yeah, he's opening.
He limited the gear again.
That was a Lambo though, wasn't it?
No, it was Duggan. He's limiting these gears far too often.
You can see these guys want this. They're pushing as hard as they can.
If I was in this position, I'd be, sitting in a swimming pool of sweat right now. And they're both on the mediums.
Both on mediums, yeah. Almost went wide there. Bit of a slide there from Duggan. And Botman's up on his Delta again.
Relentless, eh?
Yeah, these guys are going for it. This is what we like to see.
And they're pushing. Yeah, this is racing.
10th up on his
Never
Delta.
give up. And the proof is in the pudding.
Oh, run wide again. But this time he maintains his spot. He maintains his pace.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting cheeky with that turn though.
Look at the Delta. Wow.
Yo, he's there. Yeah, he is so determined to take this last spot.
He gained 4/10 there. 4/10 quicker than Duggan on that lap. Oh, Duggan's run wide. That's it. I think that's all she wrote. 1.2.
Well, he's got 4 laps still. He's got 4 laps, so you never know. Boys now 4.6 seconds behind Williams.
Yeah, Williams got this under control. You can see he's driving within himself.
I must say, congrats to Boy though for a valiant attempt.
Absolutely, yeah.
Pushing that Audi, as we saw, that was a man pushing. As Portman wants 3rd, so does Boy want 1st.
But this man was in a class of his own, I think, today, with his strategy call, and his qualifying lap was fantastic. It's a pity that Wesley Delport had a DC. That would have been interesting to see. Oh, he has a spin as I say that. Oh, half spin. Let's see what Matthew Boy is a bit too far back to benefit from it, but he's lost about 2 seconds there. 4 seconds in fact. So yeah, lap 40, 2 laps to go. Matthew Boy is back in the 206s. Let's see what he can do. Under a second now between P1 and P2. Williams' tyre is probably overheat. Oh, what's going on here? A bit of lag.
Oh my word, I went to the toilet. What's happened?
Yeah, he's had a half spin at the last corner, Williams. So his tires are probably
He's
cooked.
going down. He was on the brakes there. What's going on?
Who was on the brakes?
Williams, he was on the brakes like halfway up the straight, up the hill.
Oh, something's wrong.
Yeah, something's not right. He was on the brakes.
Oh,
He
he's.
should have been on the gas.
We've lost the server. What's up? Have we lost the server?
Eh? No,
Do you see it?
I'm still on.
Okay, it's back.
I'm still on. All I know is
changed.
Williams.
Oh, everyone's lagging here. I don't know what's going on with the server on my side.
No, everyone's fine on my side.
I've lost. Let's hope it comes back.
Everyone's still racing, yeah, Bash.
I'm disconnected, so I think you're gonna have to give us radio commentary there, because I've lost the
Okay.
server.
Have you lost it?
Yeah, I lost the server.
Yet you are still on TeamSpeak.
Yeah, I'm on TeamSpeak. I'm on Discord, but I'm not in the server. The server says disconnected. There's a connection issue.
You're gonna try and get back in.
I'll try.
Okay, well, all I know is Matthew Boy has taken the lead. He has taken the lead. Robert Williams is second. He's done a 2:09.0, so something's definitely wrong with Robert Williams. Unfortunately, I can't change the view now. And Raymond Duggan is literally right up the boot of Ines Botma.
I'm gonna try and rejoin the server and see what happens. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, it says you're back in, yeah.
Sorry about
Go
that,
back.
guys. I'm back in.
Back on to Robert Williams, only 2/10 down.
So we lost a bit of connection there on my side, so I had to rejoin the server. And Porter's done, well, on my side he's done the quickest lap, but I think that's incorrect information. So there's...
Something happened with Williams' car. I don't know what happened. But I know Duggan is wanting that third position.
Yep, Duggan's fighting for third position, and the fight for the win is also still on. As you said, you saw a bit of trouble there from Williams. I wonder if he didn't have to look after his tires after that half spin that he had, just to get them a bit down and see what happens.
Catching a bit.
Yeah, there's nothing between them. I mean, it's 6 tenths in the final lap of the race. I think Yeah, nail biter of note. Let's see what happens.
Final lap. And if the Raymond Doug, oh no, sorry, my apology. If the grid stays the same, that means Matthew Boy, Raymond, Williams and Botman will make it through to Division 1 next round.
Absolutely, yeah.
Everyone's, yeah, also Botman, Duggan, also mid 206s.
It's not settled yet. Oh, what's going on? He's gone wide again. Outbraked himself. I think that's it. I don't think he's going to be able to catch and make a pass in this last half of the lap. I think that was his shot. He overshot the brakes.
Those tires must be pretty worn now.
So did you see how Matthew Boy got past? What was the move like?
I didn't see the exact move. I just know that Williams was struggling a lot before something happened. It happened during your disconnect, so I wasn't really concentrating on what was in front of me.
Okay. And Duggan's also fallen behind, almost a second behind now. So I think without an error, this is how it's going to be.
Whoops.
His tires are gone. His tires are gone.
Tank slapper there.
It just takes that one half spin, and yeah, I doubt he managed to get them back in control. Look at that, they're gone. They're gone. That's it, he's gone. He needs to just recover it now.
He's already wasted time. He's going to go back.
Where's Botma? It's far behind.
Far away.
So, yeah. Matthew Boy's won
Matthew Boy
the
takes
race.
the win.
His
Can
perseverance paid off. Well done to him.
Would not. Yeah.
Fantastic race.
Nice.
Robert Williams finishes second. Ines Botma manages to keep hold of third. Well driven to him. Duggan behind him in fourth. Ron Smith behind him. Christopher Bottas. Durkee Swanepoel. Daryl Duplessis. Arno van Mansberg in ninth. Then we've a lap behind is Henry Blue, Danny Muller, Ryan Hill, Rancho and Klingen. Actually Ryan Hill and Rancho are still fighting, so I wonder if this is the position.
I think it
is.
They took it to the end.
Yeah. I think Ryan Hill's just got enough on the straight to take it. All that to him. P12. And behind him is Rancho and Klingen behind him.
So Nibble took it to the podium.
Absolutely.
Over Blackwood Racing tonight.
Yep. Duggan gave it his all, but unfortunately for him, Ines Botma wanted it a bit more and managed to take it. But thanks everyone for joining us in this race. Sorry about the second last lap DC there. Tried my best to get back in as quick as possible, and yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for joining me, Mark. That was epic.
Yeah, it was great.
Cheers.